global superpower in the making. An appropriate amalgamation of political will, economic, military, and technological prowess. India is taking giant strides by securing territorial integrity and fortifying internal security. Vision of India as a $5 trillion economy is achievable only in a peaceful environment, ensured by modern and efficient police forces. But who is redefining policing with cutting-edge research? Who is institutionalizing efficient systems and best policing practices? Who is paving way for reforms, braving newer challenges every day? Here's a stupendous journey of Bureau of Police Research and Development through the times. Hello and welcome viewers. You're watching this special presentation of Sunset TV, National Security. Today, our focus is on the Bureau of Police Research and Development. Here's how it has been playing a pivotal role in strengthening India's internal security. So get ready for the speed ride. In the holistic concept of national security, internal security is an extremely important part of country's overall national security matrix. The internal security environment in India is highly complex and challenging. Despite these challenges, India has become stronger and today is emerging as a global leader. While there is no room for complacency, the country is confident that despite the complexity, these challenges can be handled through a combination of sound policies and institutional capacity. Earlier problems were geographical, like unrest in the northeast, terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir, and left-wing extremism in affected areas. But now, they are thematic, like cybersecurity and data security. The problems also have become multidimensional, as narco-terror and fourth-generation war have chipped in. Earlier, the primary function of police was to maintain the stability of the British Empire. However, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel brought forth a new paradigm for Indian police system after independence. Today, the primary objective of the police is to serve people and protect their rights. For reforms in policing, a complete transformation of mindset is essential, and only a citizen-friendly, responsive, forward-looking and accountable police force would lead the way in positioning India in the top 3 global economies. Better coordination among various departments of the police and other security forces is making India's security shield impregnable. A country which has an efficient intelligence network does not need any arms and ammunition. It only needs smart police.
Smart police. Smart police. Smart police बेड़ा. इसको लेकर के हम किस प्रकार से काम कर सकते हैं? और जब मैं स्मार्ट पुलिस की बात करता हूं तब एस स्ट्रिक्ट, लेकिन साथ साथ एस फॉर सेंसिटिविटी. पुलिस स्ट्रिक्ट भी हो, पुलिस सेंसिटिव भी.
Bureau of Police Research and Development was formed in 1970 and had replaced the Police Research Advisory Council, which was formed in 1966. The Bureau of Police Research and Development was set up with an aim to identify the needs and requirements of the police in the country, take up research projects and come up with suggestions to overcome the challenges faced by the police. The BPR&D comes under the administration of the Ministry of Home Affairs. The emphasis of the government is to have a modern, effective and sensitive security architecture that can inspire a sense of safety among all sections of the society. And it would be absolutely appropriate to say that internal security of the country is directly proportional to high quality of research and inputs for policy formulation at the BPRND.
जब आंतरिक सुरक्षा के लिए जो आज के जमाने की हमारे सामने चैलेंजेस हैं, उसको हम जब तक वो चैलेंजेस के सामने खड़ा रहने का दमखम नहीं खड़ा करते, ये 5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी को, $5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी को के स्वप्न को सिद्ध करना नामुमकिन है। और ढेर सारी चुनौती आज हमारे सामने है, और इसलिए मैं बीपीआरएनडी के सभी साथियों को कहना चाहता हूं कि ये जो चुनौतियां हैं, वो चुनौतियों के लिए पुलिस बल को सुसज्ज करने में आपकी अहम भूमिका है। मॉडर्नाइजेशन, ट्रेनिंग, कई सारे काम आप देखते हैं, और एक नेशनल थिंक टैंक का आपका रोल है। कोई भी संस्था, चाहे सरकारी हो या गैर सरकारी, जब 50 साल तक निरंतर चलती है तो हमें समझना चाहिए कि काम में भी दम है और काम करने वालों में भी दम है, वरना 50 साल तक चल नहीं सकती। और जहां तक बीपीआरएनडी का सवाल है, न सिर्फ 50 साल चले, 50 साल तक अपनी प्रासंगिकता बनाए हुए चले, अपनी रिलेवेंसी को बनाए रखना 50 साल तक किसी भी संस्था के लिए ये सरल काम नहीं है।
The evolution of the Bureau of Police Research and Development over the last 50 years is testimony to the success of the organization, striving to fulfill the object of professionalizing the Indian police to serve the citizens diligently. It has been mandated to identify the needs and problems of the police services in the country and initiate, stimulate, and guide research in this field in coordination with various institutions, organizations, ministries, universities, state police, and provide inputs for policy making. Policies with strong underpinning of researched inputs, which afford deep insight into matters, have the potential of being panacea for the issues staring our country. Today, the police has to deal not only with traditional crime, but modern-day cybercrime and state-sponsored terrorism. This has significantly increased the risks and responsibilities of the uniformed men and women. BPRND provides our frontline defenders of national security with skill, knowledge, and tools that enable them to serve our national interests better.
Broadly, if I can inform you, there are 5 divisions of the Bureau headquarters. We have the 5 Central Detective Training Institutes at Kolkata, Hyderabad, Chandigarh, Ghaziabad, Jaipur, and the very famous Central Academy of Police Training at Bhopal, which is mandated for training of the Deputy Superintendent of Police across the country. Similar on lines of the Assistant Superintendents which are trained in the National Police Academy. Very recently, the Honorable Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji has laid the foundation stone of a newest CDTI at Bengaluru. This was on 31st December last year. We are also actively considering setting up of 2 more CDTIs, one in Srinagar and one in Agartala. And each of these CDTIs is an evolving center of excellence in some domain or the other. For example, the one in Agartala, we are trying to put up as a center of excellence for smart border. So you'll have something for urban policing, you'll have something for AI, MI, metaverse, etc., etc. Each one of them is an evolving center of excellence. We understand at the Bureau that we need to share knowledge and expertise with all the law enforcement agencies across the country, and in this regard, our tireless efforts has been to shape the landscape of the internal security grid in this country by fostering collaborations, driving innovations, and as I said, sharing knowledge, so that together we can ensure a safer and a more secure India for us.
They say data is the new oil. Data-driven management systems have immense influence over tactical, operational, and law enforcement decisions. And BPRND's data on police organizations is extremely helpful in bolstering the functioning of the police forces in the country.
Governments across the globe need precise and timely data to implement better policies
for well-being and sustainable development. BPRND's flagship publication, Data on Police Organizations, assumes paramount importance in strategic planning and decision-making. The Bureau of Police Research and Development releases the Data on Police Organizations, which shows different aspects of policing in the country like women police, police expenditure, constabulary ratio, transport facilities, communication facilities, representation of various castes and police training centers. DOPO is an unrivaled source of information on police data and has mammoth potential for use by the administration, policymakers, and researchers. DOPO is a living testimony to the state of our police forces, their strengths and resources, as well as the areas of weaknesses that warrant urgent attention. Data collated in 2021 and published in 2022 gives us deep insights. For instance, Data on Police Organizations in 2022 pointed out the total sanctioned police force in the country stood at 26,88,938, while the total actual police force stood at 20,93,833. The strength of women in police force was 2,46,103, while in terms of percentage, it was 11.75%. The percentage increase of women in police force over the previous year was 13.40%. The total sanctioned strength of Central Armed Paramilitary Forces was 11,10,804, while the actual total strength was 10,21,501. The strength of women police in CAPFs was 40,653. In terms of percentage, it was 3.98%, while the total expenditure on police training in financial year 2021-22 was 1,652.88 crore.
पहले धारणा बन गई थी कि सेना और पुलिस जैसी सेवा केवल पुरुषों के लिए ही होती है, लेकिन आज ऐसा नहीं है। ब्यूरो ऑफ पुलिस रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट के आंकड़े बताते हैं कि पिछले कुछ वर्षों में महिला पुलिसकर्मियों की संख्या डबल हो गई है, दोगुनी हो गई है। 2014 में जहां इनकी संख्या 1,05,000 के करीब थी, वहीं 2020 तक इसमें 2 गुने से भी ज्यादा की बढ़ोतरी हुई है और ये संख्या अब 2,15,000 तक पहुंच गई है। यहाँ तक कि सेंट्रल आर्म्ड पुलिस फोर्सेस में भी पिछले 7 सालों में महिलाओं की संख्या लगभग दोगुनी हुई है। और मैं केवल संख्या की बात नहीं करता, आज देश की बेटियां कठिन से कठिन ड्यूटी भी पूरी ताकत और हौसले से कर रही है।
The Bureau was initially started with 2 divisions, that is Research, Publication and Statistics Division and Development Division. In 1973, the Training Division was added on the recommendation of the Gore Committee on Police Training. In 1995, the Correctional Division was started to study the issues of prisons and prison reforms. In 2008, the National Police Mission was added and Development Division was restructured as Modernization Division. The mandate of the BPRND has provided meaningful space for all stakeholders in policing and correctional administration. The collective wisdom of the practitioners, the academia, and the civil society has culminated in inputs for policy imperatives in policing and prisons. The verticals of the BPRND on research, modernization, capacity building, and national police missions have contributed substantially in studying problems and defining solutions by promoting good practices and standards. Identification of emerging technologies and orientation of work on new technologies is encouraged by BPRND so that the police forces can be equipped with the best and are capable to resist any threat, whether in the jungle, streets, or even in the lab. BPRND analyzes the general causes of crime, preventive measures, methods of improving the investigation, administrative structure, and also juvenile delinquency. It provides the assistance of police research programs in states. It also takes a regular assessment of equipment used by the police forces in India and ensures that new and modified pieces of equipment are provided in the fields of arms and ammunition, riot control equipment, traffic control equipment, police transport, and other scientific aids for investigation. BPRND is expected to keep abreast with modernization in the application of science and technology to police work in India and abroad, and study new procedures and methodologies with a view to promoting the introduction of suitable equipment and techniques in police work in India to improve its operational efficiency.
We are in the forefront of this battle against cyber threats. We have a whole division looking after this, the Modernization Division. With our innovative approach, we have been organizing cybersecurity hackathons. We have been bringing together experts from various domains, including the academia, the industry, and the law enforcement agencies, to brainstorm and find certain cutting-edge solutions to the problems. I must tell you this, that the latest in the series is what we have stylized the Kavach 2023. Now, this is scheduled to be held in August, next month, and a curtain raiser to this hackathon was earlier held in this year in February. So, the point I'm trying to make is that BPRND is not only driving conversations and collabs with various stakeholders, but we're also spearheading research and development initiatives. I might add here that the BPRND today is leading 6 R&D projects under the cybercrime. This is a flagship scheme of the Home Ministry called the Cybercrime Prevention Against Women and Children, the CCPWC. Now, these projects aim to develop innovative solutions and technologies to combat cybercrime more effectively. We are also on the verge of launching 5 more groundbreaking R&D projects, which showcases our commitment of staying in the vanguard of reinforcing the national security grid in this country. We have established the Space Technology Application Center, which is called the STAC. This is in collaboration with the ADRIN. This is housed in Hyderabad, and it's a unit, as you're aware, of the Indian Space Research Organization. And this is about imparting training programs on application of space technologies.
BPRND coordinates training courses from police officers of SAARC and other friendly countries and various police training institutes in India on subjects like VIP security, forensic sciences, forensic medicine, cybercrime investigation, cyber forensic, cyber scene investigation, IED bomb disposal, course on intelligence collection and discrete inquiries, narcotics, dog training, and also battalion commander courses.
We have organized 2 conferences this year in collaboration with the Ministry of External Affairs for the CICA member states. Now, CICA is the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia. We also have this flagship Anti-Terrorism Assistance Program, the ATA, which is sponsored by the Home Ministry, and BPRND is the nodal in this regard, with the assistance of the United States Department of State, with their Diplomatic Security Service. And in this program, you have the US Department of State assessing the training needs, developing the curriculum, providing resources to conduct the training. They have experts from their own service. The faculty is also drawn from other US federal, state, and local enforcement agencies, private security firms, and consultants. You'll be glad to know that India has been associated with this program since 1995, and more than 200 courses under these broad themes have been conducted so far, in which almost 3,800 officers would have been trained by now.
For the millions of citizens, the police station is a temple of justice. They come to a police station with the confidence that it will deliver them justice. In many ways, it is the highest court of justice for the voiceless. The nation also honors more than 34,000 police personnel martyred in the country after independence, and their sacrifice should not go waste. BPRND makes a firm resolve that it will do everything to reform and modernize policing through research that will help policy makers transform Indian police system into world's leading modern police.
Our endeavor remains to build the capacity of our law enforcement agencies to deal with almost any security challenge and provide that panacea, both technological as well as traditional in resolving the numerous hurdles being faced by them. We are making them aware of the cutting-edge technologies available in the field. We aim to contribute, therefore, to the enhancement of the overall national security fabric of this country. And last but not the least, I'm truly happy to share with you that the Bureau of Police Research and Development, I think, is a truly world-class, robust and vibrant think tank for the Indian police, ably supported and envisioned as it is by the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Let's salute BPR&D's continuous quest for a robust and modern police system in our country. Well, with that, it's a wrap from my side. With camera persons Jitendra Negi and Junaid Iqbal Khan, and camera assistants Pradeep, Kaushal, Alok and Sunil, I'm Kriti Mishra signing off for Sunset Television.